Here's a quick tour of our Nordic 46 raised salon from the cockpit. Down four large, very easy companionway stairs into a bright cabin salon. Halogen lights, curtains, panoramic view from all the windows, stainless steel dorades with guards on the foredeck, inner forestay stored, windshield wiper. Inside helm station. The helm station has a clock and a barometer, a compass, autopilot controls, a repeater for knot depth and wind. It's got Raymarine E80. It's got your instrument gauges for your Yanmar. Got a shifter and throttle on the inside. And the joystick is here and only nostalgic at this point. It is not compatible with the newer autopilot system in the boat. So if you were to somehow jury rig it, I'm told there's a way that it could be made to program to fit, but I haven't achieved that. So visibility from the helm on the inside of the boat. So quite a nice view. Easy to drive from inside. You wouldn't never dock from in here, but and a view of the boat next door on the dock, big windows, and down to the inside navigation station. Drawers. This was a TV locker at one point. Now it's got manuals for the boat. And one of my favorite things, it's got a file drawer in the saloon. So, big stairs going down and aft. Teak and holly sole, it's solid. You can felt sand it if you like. Access down into the generator spaces, and the engine access is down and aft. The mast is keel stepped. It's a Spartec mast, painted white. It's got a tie rod there. Got Corian countertops, double sinks with covers, and a newer Force 10 propane stove. It's a 3-burner stove with a broiler. We've got double lids on the refrigerator, propane controls, Webasto heating system with controls for the fan heaters in the saloon zone. You've got red and white lighting for the galley. Got a refrigerator control panel here with very energy efficient 12-volt Frigiboat systems. We've got a Grunert thermostat that's a backup. We've got a digital backup system for the thermostat, fan speed control, and we've got GFI outlets. We've got a microwave. I use it for storing bread. Got fans. Halogen lights that are on dimmers. This is a nice feature. Take it down, take it up. Here's the view from the galley up into the saloon. The overhead is all upholstered. There's ventilation hatches, salon lighting overhead, handrails, passage aft. Storage for safety gear underneath the nav station. We keep our flares and life vests and such. There's a holding tank in the locker outboard with a manual pump for taking it overboard. And we've got our head compartment just forward. This is the small day head. It also serves the forward cabin. We'll complete the galley rounds by taking the latch off of the door. This is the freezer compartment, and very effective. We run around with ice cream, which much to the frustration of some of our cruising friends. Big pantry, storage outboard, big chain plates, freezer controls, freezer thermostat, another lighting, screens on all the hatches, deep double stainless sinks. Let's see, both sides. These will stow away. sprayer for the sink, and this is a full-size garbage locker. Kind of nice. That can comes out. These are ice cube trays. Got big dish storage forward, and we've got more pantry storage outboard. Lots of room for coffee, tea, galley provisions. There's latches for all of the drawers, and they also have notches here to lift up. So tremendous galley storage, foot pump. From the galley, we walk into the forward cabin. Big hanging lockers on the starboard side with the dressing seat, floor. Big lockers underneath the bunk. Mattress, shelves. I used to keep kayak paddles up here. These are canvas screen shades for the forward windows in the pilot house. Another hanging locker port side. The lockers all have switches to turn the lights on and off, and are lined. Again, big storage. This leads into the chain locker forward. Got a closable vent in the hatch. Another fan, and use this as kind of a forward pantry. The seating area. Here's the view back aft. Another view of the galley. So we go through. The day head to our starboard side. Fluorescent lighting in here, towel rods, chain plates. The forward head has a holding tank. It can be pumped out through the deck, or it can be pumped out overboard. There's a drain in the floor, but there's no shower in this locker. The overflow, the spigot there, is for the overflow when you're filling the water tanks. The vent for those tanks goes into the sink. Lots of storage. Walking aft, got a very large sit-down navigation station with ventilation. This is where we have our VHF radio. This is the control panel for the fridge and freezer, the thermostat for the cabin heating system, the tank tender system, Sony stereo, ICOM VHF, and the VHF also has a handheld remote that goes at the pedestal in the cockpit. Electrical panel, this is the DC side. Lots of switches. Voltmeter, amp meter, and then on the AC side, AC volts, AC amps. This is the AC side. The boat does have shore power and a generator. It can also be run off of the inverter. And there's your bilge pump switches. Your generator controls are here. Rather low hours on that generator, showing 67. It's a Westerbeek generator. These are, let's see, this is controls for your battery status. 89%, battery 2, 13.5. We've got two regulators, an ARS5, and we've also got a backup alternator. Got a high energy output alternator. It's a Belmar system on the front of the engine, and then the standard alternator as backup. So this is our charging system and inverter controls. Big seat, shelf behind the nav station, doorway going back into the aft cabin, and another big bookshelf, lots of manuals. The engine access is down under here. It's a Yanmar 75 horse. This is the second engine this boat has had. And one One of the nice things, it's a little bit hard to see in the dark, it's got a Raycor filter system. If a filter ever gets clogged, a fuel filter, you just flip the lever and you can change the other filter at your leisure. It's got a big Aqualift muffler back there, and it's also got a dripless shaft seal and a flexible coupling, and controls for the ARS alternator regulator system. Here's the view from the nav station looking up into the saloon. And we've got a second GPS, which works just fine. The other one's a chart plotter. This one's a very small screen. And we've got the remnants of an ICOM single sideband. There's also a tuner and an insulated backstay, but it's never been in operation during my tenure with the boat. So. Rather large chart table. Nice to have kind of a lot of storage there for paper charts. Also got some indicators here for the Raycor. If they're plugged up, the light goes on. So the fuel filters. Walking aft into the aft cabin. Again, the teak and holly sole. We've got another hanging locker to port. We've got some bungees there to hold things in place, like bedding, sleeping bags, more halogen lights. There's a laundry basket underneath the countertop here. Got a mattress with windows out the back of the boat, some reading lights back there, stereo speakers. And we've got a big drawer underneath the bunk. A house bank of 8Ds are underneath this aft bunk. And there's a vanity. Sorry, we're going to be looking straight into the light there. I'll turn that off. This is the mirror, sit-down vanity. It's got a aquarium countertop, storage inside, and more lockers down below. Big hanging lockers off to the port side, and clothing lockers. Book, knickknacks areas next to the bed on both sides. And we've got another locker on the starboard side, kind of a folding close locker. We've got fans. She's set up to be quite comfortable in a sunny environment. And we've got another vent in the hatch with a screen in the aft cabin. Another outlet. We've got a big hanging locker back here. Outboard, port side, just before you walk into the aft head compartment. The aft head compartment features a separate stall shower, and it's also got a port light outboard, has a port light inboard. It has a high capacity manual bilge pump that goes into the cockpit, rather new addition to meet the Vic Maui race requirements. And got a nice sink and a mirror. Sit down area for the shower compartment. And we have a Lectrasan unit in this boat, which is an MSD treatment system. It works great in salt water. It doesn't work in fresh water, so we can't turn it on now. And it's located underneath here. So there's no holding tank for the aft system. It pumps right through, and then you treat it, run the treatment system, and then you can discharge overboard. Here they don't let you discharge into marinas, inside of a marina, but you can discharge once you're out, and it's legal. So there's a little tour of our Nordic 46. This boat was built in 1992. It was the last Nordic built, and the only one I know of with an ash interior, kind of a lighter interior. More storage, beautiful joinery throughout. Here's the door and the hallway leading back to the nav station. And here you can see the helm station, the inside helm. And it's a very, very bright boat. It's been a delight. And I'm hoping the next person can take it offshore and go and enjoy it. Let us know if you have any particular questions or you'd like us to zoom in on any other features in the boat. And happy boat shopping.